how do we actually make that step from I met you on social media, now I'm talking on the phone with you?
So I've been in sales and marketing for about 23 years, and I'm only 41, so I started at a really early age. And so I've kind of divulged and described what I do as kind of like the structure to a sales call.
Yeah.
And there's 5 steps. Step 1 is that person's story. Now, whenever you get on the phone with someone, just like you mentioned before, it's always about the other person. So the goal that I have, that I teach every one of my clients, is to make sure that that person is talking about themselves within 30 to 45 seconds. And
like
why that is 2 reasons. Number 1, people love talking about themselves. And number 2, people love being listened to. So they're getting that opportunity to share themselves. So that wall of resistance that a lot of people have when they get on the phone or a Zoom with someone they don't know immediately comes down, because here's this person that doesn't know me, and they're more concerned about learning about my story than sharing what they do. So it automatically raises the level of relatability. Now, when you start with their story, you have to pay attention. And this is no lie. I'm going to show you this. And for the people that are listening, Mark can describe this. This is a stack of notes of people that I speak to on LinkedIn. I take notes on every single person. And why I do that is because I have different relatability with different people. So as Mark is sharing his story, same thing. I will write down little bullet point notes on that person's story that I can actually relate to, because I can work that into mine. So making sure you become the best listener possible. And that's what's really helped my business and my wife's business grow. We actually listen to what people say. We're not always about our agenda. They may not be interested, but I want to listen to them because there might be something else that we can do together. The second part is sharing your story. And this is where, if you've taken good notes, you can start to share your story back to theirs, which creates even more great relationship and relatability between you and that person, because now they feel like not only did they get to share their story, but they feel like they're talking to themselves, because here's this person sharing their story and it's just like mine. It's a little bit of neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. It really helps raise the vibration of the conversation. The third part is sharing your passion. What drives you? What motivates you? Why you do what you do? So it's always their story, your passion. The fourth part is something I call your aha moment. And the aha moment is when you realized, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't want to work for anyone else anymore. I don't want to do, this is what I want to do. Because again, if you're connecting with the right person, you're sharing an aha moment that they may have been striving to get to, and they don't know how to get there, but now they're talking to this person that's done something that they're trying to do. The fifth and final part is finishing with the call to action. And I always give people 2 avenues to go down. So it's always their story, your passion, your aha moment, and it's one of 2 avenues. Would you like to learn more about how I work with people, or how can we best support each other here on the platform? Now, why that question is so beneficial is because it has a 100% result rate. Because even if the person is not interested in working with you or hiring you or investing in what you do, if they're a networker and they've taken the time to connect with you, they're going to want to find out how they can support one another, whether it's doing a pod swap or doing a collaborative interview or just acting as a referral source. So when I mean it's 100% response rate that you're going to get somewhere with these calls, when you structure it, their story, your passion, your aha moment. Would you like to learn more about how I work with people, or how can we best support each other? You're going to grow your business.
Yeah, I certainly like that keyword support. Support. That is definitely something I'm making a mental and physical note of. Really, really good stuff. And I think the other thing that I just want to interject here is, as someone who's been on the other side of this seat a number of times where people are calling, talk to me on the phone, is you got to be careful that you are really actively listening to that person's story. I think it's a really common mistake. People are listening. They're listening enough so that they know when you're done, so then they can give you their sales pitch. And that's a way to make someone feel small, like you didn't listen to one word I said. So I really like that point, Scott, about active listening, taking notes, being engaged, being interested in what that person is interested in, because people remember how you make them feel. I'm glad you enjoyed this episode. I've got several other episodes right here for you. Smash one of these videos to make sure that you don't miss out on the tips, tools, and tactics of industry experts. Let's take that side hustle full time. Smash one of these links.